Hello, welcome to How to Play Four Corners game for one player. Now, there's something about being in a geographical area that's otherwise irrelevant, but because we put some artificial lines on a map and we can't see them in real life, and seeing where all the jurisdiction is between four different states and going there and standing on a monument that depicts this line, it's a pretty interesting thing to do for a lot of people. They love to go out there, get their photos made, and say, hey, I've been to four states at the same exact time. Have you? Pretty interesting thing to do. So for this game, you're going to need two decks of cards. You're going to go ahead and shuffle them together. And we're dealing out in this pattern of 12 cards. And as we do that, any ace and king, aces or kings, can go right in the middle. We're going to put our aces and kings of the same suit over the middle spine. And so for the purpose of play, any corner card is available for dealing or for building. We're going to go up from the ace and down from the king in suit. And after the deck is exhausted, we're then going to be able to play further on. But we cannot play a card that's on the side unless it's on the same exact row that we're attempting to play on. So after we went ahead and dealt that, we went ahead and replaced them with other cards, and each turn we're going to go ahead and keep dealing those 12 cards unless there's a card in the corner or a card on that row that can be played because it matches the suit that it's on. We will do that. Otherwise, we'll keep dealing cards until we have a play to make. Now, I could play this Jack of Hearts there, but I will not do that for some reason. Not exactly sure why. That king will go there. Now I'm just looking for a king of spades. Now I could not play that 2 until the deck was exhausted. Now the deck's exhausted, so we're going to go ahead and be able to pack on cards, be able to move any card anywhere. The rules are different when the deck is drawn out. We're not having to worry about suits specifically. We're basically just doing anything, moving any card, and we're only focusing on the rank, and then we're building in suit for the cards that are in of that suit that can be played next. So once we have nothing else, we just take up the decks and leave the spine alone, and we start dealing in the same process with the same restrictions as before. We can only play a card if it's in the corner or if the row that it's on corresponds with the row that its suit is on. So only clubs can be played on the bottom row, only diamonds can be played on the second to bottom, only spades can be played on the second row, and hearts only can be played if they're in the first row. So we just keep doing that deal in the same sequence, and we look for cards that go and into the corresponding row that they're on if they are of that suit. So if they're not of that suit, we have to wait towards the end in order to get it done. So now we've run out of cards, so the rules have changed. We can pretty much build on and pack on, only worrying about the rank and not the actual suit. And then we can build on the suits if they are of the correct card, either increasing or decreasing on suit. So we're just going to go ahead and play that game that way now. And we're considering what cards, what moves we possibly have, if they'll work. And we're going with that. We're moving cards. And everything's looking really good for us. Now, any vacancy can be filled with any card. So we're leaving that open for now, as we're not exactly sure what we want to do with it. If we had a 9 of hearts, we could put on that 8. I'm not sure 100% if we can move cards that are on the foundations to another foundation if they fit. So I just went ahead and played it as if you couldn't. Though that would probably have made it a lot more easier if we were able to do that. Doesn't matter because we did find our 9 of hearts. We're just now moving cards around for other purposes. So there's that 9, 10, jack, and queen. Now we just need a king. There's the king. So that row is completed. And to denote it, I'm going to go ahead and turn it upside down so I'm not trying to make further plays on it. Now we have an empty row. What will we do with the 2 empty rows? And also we can wrap around the ace king in building, which makes this game pretty solvable, which will be an odds in favor game, which is a good thing if you're just trying to burn time and not have to expend too much skill on it. So we're going to take them up and we'll do the same deal as before. We're back under the same restrictions we were before. So only cards in the corners can be played, and only cards in the row if they are of the corresponding suit and of the next rank that needs to go in that spot. Otherwise, we keep doing our 12 deals until we're empty and we can start maneuvering cards again as we had before. And looking pretty good. And there's the final one. We've won. So if you actually want to play something like this in public with other players, otherwise known as strangers, otherwise known as friends you haven't yet met, come to our subreddit card game meetups. Post your city, post what games you know, and what type of public place you'd like to do this at. Say a grocery store, restaurant, fast food venue. It doesn't matter. Just put all that information in there. Under the show more in the description, if you click there, you'll see the rules and music and other card game channels that I enjoy, including links to a Discord channel where we talk about card games all day, every day, including one that's specific to solitaires and one that's specific to card games, including solitaires in general. Do call up your friends. Do tell them that you want to play some card games sometime in the future. Set up a date for it and show up, and who knows, maybe you'll have a new card playing group. Do like, subscribe, and share these videos with people that you know love to play solitaires and love to play card games, and I will see you next video.